Imagine waking up on the first morning of November, opening your bank account, and seeing not just one, but three new deposits, one for $1,200, another for $1,400, and a third for $2,000, all arriving within the same week. For millions of seniors and retirees across America, that moment isn't a dream. It's exactly what many are anticipating right now as the latest updates from the Social Security Administration, the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, and the Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, confirm fresh rounds of support starting this month. In today's update, we'll go over everything clearly: what these payments mean, who qualifies, when you can expect to receive them, and how to make sure you don't miss a single deposit. Before we dive into the details, please take a quick second to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That simple click makes a big difference. It helps more seniors and veterans stay informed, and it ensures you never miss important updates about Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA payments. Every week we bring you verified information to help you understand the system and make the most out of the benefits you've earned. So, subscribe now and let's get started. Here's what's happening right now. 3 major payments are being rolled out across November. The first is a $1,200 supplemental relief payment. The second, $1,400, is linked to cost of living adjustments, what we often call COLA, and additional assistance for those receiving SSI or SSDI. And the third, $2,000, is part of a larger national effort to help seniors and veterans manage rising living expenses. Combined, these 3 payments could total as much as $4,600 in new support for qualifying Americans, especially those who rely on fixed monthly incomes. Let's begin with the $1,200 payment. Over the last few months, several state and federal programs have been working together to deliver what's known as a supplemental or inflation relief payment. The goal is straightforward: to give extra financial help to seniors, disabled individuals, and veterans who depend on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits. Prices for basic needs like groceries, housing, and prescriptions have climbed, and this payment is designed to restore a little stability for those most affected. For Social Security recipients, the $1,200 payment is expected to arrive automatically, no separate application required. As long as you receive your benefits through direct deposit, the funds will go straight into your account when your scheduled distribution date hits. Some seniors could see the deposit as early as the first few days of November, while others might notice it a few days later, depending on how their bank processes federal payments. If you're receiving Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, you could also be eligible for the same $1,200 payment. Remember, SSI is designed to assist low-income seniors and people with disabilities, so this group often receives first priority during special relief rollouts. The payment may appear in your account under the usual U.S. Treasury label, and it might not come with a separate notice, which is why it's important to check your balance regularly during the first week of the month. Now let's talk about the $1,400 payment. This one is tied closely to the annual cost of living adjustment, or COLA, along with some additional short-term relief measures meant to offset inflation. Even though parts of the economy have started to stabilize, many families still face high costs for groceries, gas, and utilities, and seniors on fixed incomes are often hit the hardest. That's why this $1,400 addition is being distributed to help bridge the gap between static benefit levels and real-world expenses. If you're receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, you are likely included in this group. SSDI beneficiaries have faced major financial pressure in recent years, often juggling higher medical and daily living costs with benefits that don't always stretch far enough. This new $1,400 boost is meant to give immediate relief, and for most recipients, it's being added directly to regular monthly payments. According to processing schedules, the $1,400 payment will roll out between November 1st and November 15th, depending on your birth date and how your benefits are normally distributed. Now for the largest and most anticipated part, the $2,000 payment. This one primarily targets seniors and veterans receiving SSA, SSDI, or VA benefits. It's a mix of extra stimulus-style support and special compensation for those who've spent years contributing to the country's workforce or serving in the military. Some people will receive it automatically, while others may need to log in to their online SSA or VA accounts to confirm eligibility or update payment information. For veterans, this $2,000 benefit is being referred to as a support allowance. It's meant to help cover rising healthcare, prescription, and housing costs, all areas where inflation has hit veterans particularly hard. Many veterans rely on monthly disability or pension checks, and this one-time payment recognizes the financial strain that's grown over time. In some states, veterans may even receive an additional bonus on top of the federal payment, depending on local relief programs. Now, let's go over the timing so you know what to expect. Distribution for the three payments, $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000 officially begins November 1st. Social Security recipients with birthdays in the first third of the month should expect their deposits during the first week. SSI recipients are typically paid on either the first or last day of the month, so they'll likely be among the earliest to receive funds. SSDI and VA beneficiaries will see payments arrive over the first 2 weeks of November, depending on their regular benefit schedule. It's very important to note that these are additional payments. They are not replacing your regular monthly checks. You'll still receive your standard Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits as usual. These new deposits are meant to provide a financial cushion heading into the holiday season when energy and food prices tend to spike. If you already use direct deposit, you don't need to take any extra action. Your funds will appear automatically. However, if you still receive paper checks, you might have to wait a little longer because of postal and processing delays. If you've recently changed your address or bank account, double-check your information now to avoid missing or delaying your payment. Many people wonder if they need to apply for these payments. In most cases, the answer is no. The federal government automatically identifies eligible recipients through existing SSA and VA databases. As long as you're currently receiving benefits, your information should already be in the system. Still, it's always wise to log into your online SSA or VA portal to confirm your details and watch for any official messages or notices about your payment. Together, these three payments represent one of the biggest combined relief efforts for seniors this year. With rising healthcare costs, food inflation, and housing expenses continuing to strain budgets, this round of support is meant to provide some breathing room. The government's goal isn't just to send money, it's to give older Americans and veterans the dignity, respect, and security they've earned through decades of hard work and service. If you're someone who depends on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, or VA benefits, remember this: you are not forgotten. These programs exist for a reason to protect and support the people who built this country. November's payments are a reminder that help is still being delivered, even in uncertain times. If this information is helpful, please share this video so other seniors and families know what's coming. Many people miss out simply because they don't hear about these updates in time. Sharing this video could help a neighbor, a parent, or a veteran friend get the support they deserve. Now let's look more closely at eligibility. Who exactly qualifies for all three payments? That depends on your current benefits. If you receive Social Security Retirement, SSI, or SSDI, you're part of the main group eligible for the $1,200 and $1,400 payments. The $2,000 payment, however, is targeted toward low to moderate income seniors and veterans who receive monthly VA support. For veterans, eligibility will be determined automatically based on your existing records, including those receiving VA disability compensation, VA pension, or dependency and indemnity compensation, known as DIC. The funds will go to the same account where your VA benefits are usually deposited and no separate application is required. For those receiving Social Security or SSDI, the SSA will automatically process payments using the information they already have on file. That means no forms, no signups, and no long waiting lines. However, make sure your banking details and address are current in your SSA account to avoid any delays. Even something as small as a closed account can postpone your payment by weeks. A common concern right now is whether these extra funds could reduce your future monthly checks. The good news is no, they won't. These are one-time relief payments, not loans, and they don't have to be repaid. They also won't count as taxable income for most beneficiaries, so you don't need to worry about paying additional taxes when you file next year. It's also worth remembering that payments will go out in waves. Not everyone will receive them on the same day. Birth date schedules and benefit types determine the order, so if your payment doesn't show up immediately, don't panic. Give it a bit of time to process through the proper channels. Some seniors are asking whether these payments will continue beyond November. At this stage, these are one-time payments designed to help Americans close out the year with more stability. However, there's ongoing discussion in Congress about expanding direct support into 2026 if inflation and cost pressures remain high. Several lawmakers have already voiced support for continuing this assistance if needed. If your payment hasn't arrived by mid-November, check your SSA or VA online account. Payment notices are often posted there before the funds actually arrive. If your status says processed, that means your money is on its way. But if 2 weeks pass and there's no sign of your payment, you can contact the SSA or VA directly. Try calling early in the morning when call volumes are lower to avoid long waits. For anyone still using paper checks, now might be a good time to switch to direct deposit. It's faster, safer, and helps protect against delays or lost mail. Both the SSA and VA encourage electronic transfers. For this reason, they speed up payments and reduce the risk of fraud. Let's take a step back and remember why these payments matter so much. For millions of seniors, every single dollar counts. Whether it's covering medical bills, repairing a home appliance, or simply buying groceries for the week, this support can make a real difference. Inflation has stretched fixed incomes thin, and many retirees have spent their lives working, saving, and contributing. They deserve some financial peace of mind. These payments, $1,200, $1,400, and $2,000, represent more than just numbers. They're a recognition of service, sacrifice, and years of dedication to the nation. It's a promise that America still takes care of its own, especially those who helped build and defend it. Before we close, one final and crucial reminder: be careful of scams. Whenever new payments are announced, scammers appear pretending to represent the SSA or VA. Remember, the real agencies will never ask for your Social Security number, bank account details, or payment information over the phone or email. If you receive a suspicious call or message, hang up immediately and report it. The only legitimate way to confirm your payment status is through your official SSA or VA online account or verified helpline. To sum it up, 3 key payments are being distributed starting November 1st. $1,200 in supplemental relief, $1,400 in cost of living adjustments, and $2,000 in additional support for qualifying seniors and veterans. You don't need to apply. You won't lose your regular benefits. And most recipients will receive these funds automatically through direct deposit. If your payment hasn't arrived by mid-November, check your account online or contact the SSA or VA for confirmation. Thank you for watching and for staying informed. If this update helped you, please subscribe and share it with others, because the more people who know, the fewer seniors will miss out on money they've earned. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and keep checking back for new updates about your Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. Remember, being informed is the best way to protect your income, your peace of mind, and your future.